means.
That's what I heard.
Mr. 10X, Mr. Sell or Be Sold, Be Obsessed or Be Average, all of the titles of his books and the books themselves and his philosophy around all of it. You got to talk to this guy because you guys are thinking the same when it comes to
smart women get me before the guys do.
Well, anyway,
the guys, Eric, just to be honest, I mean, I'm serious about this. I think the guys, I told my wife this. I said, you know what? Women are more open and less judgmental than men are. Men are like, I can do that better. I can, like, there's this thing, there's this cover, right, with a man that a woman
could be.
A woman,
could be. I mean, I've never had that with. I will tell you that you're so good at what you've done. I remember, I mean, like my events were bigger than your events, and my social was bigger than your social.
You inspired me to do events.
And then you just demolish me on social, and then your events go, beyond, and you're like best friends with every celebrity in the world, and you're Mr. Worldwide. You're doing all this stuff. I'm just like, okay, and I'm just incrementally adding a little bit here and there. So you're one of the people who inspire me. You inspire me to think bigger. You're one of the people, I'm glad that you're in my life because you cause me to stop playing as small as I normally would have played. And the people inside of this 7-day recruiting challenge, they want to change their life. And there's several different categories of these people. One is they're just getting started. They're scared to death. So fear is causing them to play small. Sometimes it's just some skills and tactics that's causing them to not take as much action. But what we've been telling them is that all business is conversation. So get in more conversations, get more active, do more presentations, just do more. And you're the king of doing more. So I want to pass it over to you. These people, you understand network marketing, you support. Let them know what you think about network marketing first, and then also tell them how they can have a breakthrough.
You were telling me about the categories of the different people. I'm gonna let you do most of the talking today. So
no. I was just saying some are scared.
Yeah.
And fear is shutting them down. Some don't feel equipped. Some feel stuck, stagnant, and they can't figure out a way to break through. And then some are doing okay themselves, but they haven't figured out how to lead their team to do better. So you can help with all of those things.
I can help with all those. I've been every one of those people.
Hit it then.
I still struggle with today, lying to myself and becoming one of those. So hopefully your audience will take the time, number one, take notes. Like I'm taking notes, like I am going to learn something probably from myself and Eric, and the combination of this conversation. I might say something, I'm like, oh, wow, that light really went off for me.
You know what's funny? Can I just jump in? I will tell you, I love that you said that. And most people won't understand what you just said, but I do it all the time. I'm like in a presentation, and all of a sudden I'll say something and I'll go, ooh, that's really good. I need to write that down, because thing, you literally just taught yourself something while you're talking. And I thought in presentation, that's when all of a sudden the magic happens.
Dude, imagine a 19-year-old algebra teacher in her first semester of college or high school, or she's 29 or whatever the number is, I don't know. She's teaching class for the first year, and then fast forward and she's teaching class 20 years later. She should know some things because she taught that she did not know the first year she did. Because I mean, masters are teachers, and they become masters because they taught, not because they were students the entire time. And you know what I mean. So number one, let me just tell you about the fear thing. The fear thing is a lie. Okay, people are like, I'm scared. No, I want you to, every time you guys that are like, I'm scared, and that's why I'm not doing it. Quit lying to yourself. It's not because you're scared. It is because, and I can prove this while we're here today, It is because the payoff isn't big enough. So I want you to start thinking about every time you say, I'm scared to go call on that person. If they had $1 billion, would you be scared? Like you would, and quit saying you're lazy, because you're not lazy either. Anytime you experience fear or lazy, or the symptoms of laziness, I can't get up in the morning to go do this, because your payoff is not big enough. This is one problem with network marketing, by the way. And by the way, I love network marketing. I think this is probably the most organic and rawest business vehicle ever created on this planet. It is basically the basic of all businesses is, hey, I have something and I want to tell you about it and I want you to do it too. And then we both do better. And that's how you scale. I mean, network marketing is really just scaling. And Starbucks scaled, Elon scaled, Warren scaled, like Oprah scaled. You have to get more people to be talking about your brand or your business. So number one, the fear thing is, and you guys are the top of the most successful people in your network don't appear fearful. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why they don't appear fearful, because you don't know if they are or they're not. You can't see fear. Okay, they are willing to do it because they're getting rewards. We're doing it. And one of the biggest errors I think network marketing makes, and obviously it has to be this to get people in, is the entry point is so low. Number one. Number two, you are forced because of the FTC, I think it is, to not make big claims and can't show checks. It's such a terrible, awful law and rule and regulation. Man, I need to be shown possibility. I am sick of the middle. I'm sick of just getting by. If you guys think that success is hard, if you're taking notes, write this down. If you think success is hard, okay, how are you going to make failure work? Because failing's impossible. Like if you have figured out, if you have learned in your life how to just get by, okay, feed 2 kids, work your ass off and end up with nothing, pay the bills. If you figured out how to do that, you can figure out how to get rich, because getting rich is a lot easier than just getting by. I've done them both, and I'm telling you, just getting by is more difficult than having everything you want. So number one, the fear thing, I'm just going to tell you guys, you just got to start building the muscle. You don't have biceps, you don't have calves, if you don't do squats, you don't end up with thighs. You just got to work it out. You ladies know what I'm talking about. You don't do the squats, you end up with a flat butt. And Eric knows what I'm talking about too.
Wait. You talking to me? You tell me I have a flat butt. Is that what you're saying?
When's the last time you did legs?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, 2 weeks is too long. So number two, you guys that aren't equipped. If you're not getting results, it's because you have the wrong equipment. Like the plane either can land or it can't land. Like it's not, when you're flying a Gulfstream, that thing can it's either equipped to land or it's not. Like, and you need to fly yourself the way you would fly a plane. You need to know how to operate it. It's going to land every time. It's not going to have any failures. A pilot does not make sense of failing the landing of a plane. But most people treat landings or their liftoff, takeoffs as optional. You don't do that if you're flying a plane or a helicopter. It's not fucking optional to fail. So you gotta become equipped to say, look, I'm going to figure the strategy that works. And if it's not working, I'm gonna tweak it, I'm gonna change it, I'm gonna alter it. I'm gonna get next to somebody that knows how to do it better than me. I'm gonna role play it, I'm gonna drill it, I'm gonna train it. I'm gonna keep kicking until I figure out how this kick can defend me and my family. Whatever the training thing you want to do. For you guys that are stuck, this is the most dangerous of the first 3 categories. You're stuck because you're comfortable, you're stuck because of your friends, and you're stuck because of your loved ones. I'm 62 years old. Like I got a principle in my life. I never ask the people that love me for advice. on how to run my business. I might want to, and the only reason I want to is because I know they're going to give me a little hug and tell me it's going to be all right. It is wrong to go to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, or your aunt. Anybody that loves you is going to tell you you're doing just fine. It's okay. You need to get somebody that doesn't love you, but believes in you. And by the way, your mother that loves you, when she tells you she believes in you, it's probably not true. She just loves you. If she believed in you, she'd say, hey, how many meetings did you go to this week? How many meetings did you have? How many? She doesn't say that. She'll make some time for me. What you doing for Thanksgiving? If she really believed in you, she believed in your dream, she'd be like, do not show up for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Quit calling me. Quit talking to me. Go call on a prospect. Recruit, build your business, grow your business, make me proud. But she doesn't do that. She hugs you. And hugs might be great, but you can't take them to the bank. And then the fourth group is you guys that can't lead. You know, that's probably for a different conversation. That's going to take some time. And again, it's going to tie into that big payoff thing. Yeah. But, you know, I don't talk about leadership much. You know, I was with John Maxwell. And John's like, you know, I never hear you talk about leadership. I said, yeah, I never talk about it. But I do lead.
Is there a reason?
Because I'm like, just watch me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, can I ask you a couple kind of follow-up questions?
Come on, please, man. Eric Worre, EW to the GC.
You did, is it possible to talk about the Undercover Billionaire?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you did this show, Undercover Billionaire, where they shaved your head and you got a disguise, and they took away all your fame and money, and they gave you a couple dollars, and they dropped you in the city, and you had to go start and build a business, right?
$100, by the way. It was $100.
$100. So here's my question.
This is me under a bridge.
Wow. Okay. I can't wait to see it.
Everywhere I went, people were like, are you Eric Worre?
That did not happen. When is it going to air?
January 6th, 2021.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. So
let me just tell you the backstory. You know,
no, wait. I want to get to the question first, and then you can give me all the backstory you want. Okay, but here's the question: if the same thing, the same requirement was put on you, they shaved your head, they took away your identity, and all you could do was build a network marketing business without being Grant Cardone. You were just Joe Schmo to grow a network marketing business and build a team. What would you do?
Well, the first thing I would do, how much money do I have?
$1,000.
I take the $1,000, I put it in the bank, and I wouldn't touch it.
Okay.
And I would not manage money. I mean, you're going to see me do this on the show, right? So if you guys go back, you'll see me do this. You'll see me. I have no name, no product. Because what you're giving me, bro, is you're giving me a product and a brand to sell right out the gate. That's like, fuck, you just took, excuse my language, but you just made the whole thing easier. I went to Pueblo, Colorado, where I've never been, shaved head, can't use my name, no driver's license, like nothing. I got nothing. $100 in an old beat up truck. And I said, okay, what are the rules here? They're like, you don't have anything. You can't say you're Grant Cardone. You can't call your contacts for help. I said, okay, but I can use my intelligence, right? He said, oh yeah, dude. So what would I do? I would go look. The first thing I did was not manage money. Number one, this is very important, and most people are going to miss this. Quit managing your money. You're worried about your money, man. When you're worried about the money you have, you're worried about the past. And as long as you're focused on the past, if I have my eyes on the rear view mirror, I cannot drive my car. And money is that thing where you are worried about what you have. You've got money in a retirement account. You're trying to pay off your home. You're trying to pay your debt off. Don't worry about any of that bullshit. Look forward. Who has your money? This thing that I've been doing for years that aggravates people to like, who's got my money is my battle cry. Who's got my kids' shoes? Who's got my next dollar? I would never look, like when I went to Pueblo, and you guys will see this happen in January. The backstory is this. Discovery calls me and says, hey, we think you'd be perfect for this show. Would you do it? So what's the show? You got to go to a city. We're not going to tell you where it is. You got to lose everything. They didn't know I was going to have to shave, but they didn't understand how strong my social influence is, my organic influence. So I said, well, there's not a city I'm going to go to where they're not going to know me. I knew that. Like, people are going to know me. And so I had to shave my head. We're going to drop you off, give you $100. You got to build a business, any kind of business. What you're telling me is I would have a brand. I'd be like, hey guys, I'm with ABC and I got this, I got something. I didn't have that. Much easier. What you're telling me, the network marketing piece, to land on some vehicle that's already in trajectory, successes, other people winning, a connection, a network, dude, that's no brainer. My goal was to take $100 and build it into $1 million business in 90 days. This happened through COVID. By the way, I got sick, tested positive. I got altitude sickness twice. Like, the country got shut down. I mean, it was nuts. Hardest thing, Eric, I've ever done in my entire life. I would never do it again. And if they call you and say, Eric, do you want to do it? I recommend you say no immediately. If they offered me $5 million to do it again, I would not do it. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. No place.
Can you tell us the punchline of how it ends, or does that?
Dude, no place to live, no food, no water.
Wow.
How long would you go on $100?
I mean, the idea of it intimidates me. The fact that you did it is unbelievable.
Yeah. So first thing I did was got rid of my money. I'll just tell you guys, but nobody knows this, but first thing I did was take the $100 and bring it to the bank and dump off the $100. Exactly what I'm telling you guys you should do. Quit worrying about the money you have. Don't pay for anything. Understand it. Every new connection is going to pay your bills, and never use your old money. This is why people don't understand my hustle today. They're like, dude, why at 62 are you always like 90% of the people I talk to, bro, if I had your deal, I would not be going to work every day. And because they don't understand how I play the game with myself. And so the second thing that I did after I went to the bank was all I did was focus on networking with the right people, making connections with people, and finding the right people. That's what network marketing is. Network marketing. People. It's a people thing. It's not life is not a money game. It is a people game. And by the way, money is a people game. The more people that know you, the more people will flow you. But and this speaks especially to the third and fourth group. This is why leaders in network marketing end up with, being the top producers, and they quit working. You've seen this over and over again. I know you have. They reached the diamond level, and now they're going to their club more than they work their business. They're doing the calls, by the way. They're doing the calls, but they're not doing the work. And everybody in their network knows it, by the way. And they even brag about it. I only work 30 days a year now. You should never tell. That's not leadership. I mean, I guess it is leadership if you want all your people on a golf course. And so I can't tell you the results. I think most people you'll either be very pleased or you'll be like, dude, he could do more than that. That's sad.
I mean, the conditions you were put under is pretty amazing. But what I love about it, and why I'm going to encourage everybody to watch it in January, the whole network marketing world needs to watch this, because if you were able to build something with that criteria, what could somebody do that, like you said, the product's taken care of, the company's taken care of, the infrastructure's taken care of, all the support, all the training, all the stuff, the branding, everything else. All you got to do is promote, and everything else will take care of itself. Build a team and promote, and build a team and promote. How big of a team could you build? And so, one, you put your money away. Two, you decided to network like crazy to find out who had your money and who could lead